Hey there, Donovan. How you doing?
What's up, Mike? I'm good, man. Good.
Been a while, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while. Time goes so fast. The
It
last time I connected with you, I did an interview on my one of my programs, and
That's
here I
right.
am with you on your program. Feels
Isn't it?
good.
It does. It does. It's very exciting. There's been a lot of great things going on for us both, and I know you've got a lot of things, and that's what I wanted to talk to you today about is all the things that you've got going on. Maybe give our listeners a little bit of a history too for some of the folks that are new to who you are, and kind of talk about that stuff and whatever else you want to plug today.
Oh yeah, we could plug everything. Well, the history of me is my name is Donovan Green. I am the trainer for Dr. Oz, but before I became the trainer to Dr. Oz, I was also a barber. I was an electrician. I was a carpenter. I did music. I was a DJ, studio engineer. I did so many different things, and that's because I'm Jamaican, and
I
Jamaicans
was
we have a
just going to make that
stereotype.
joke.
Yeah,
I was just going to, like back on In
because
Living
I'm
Color.
Jamaican.
Remember that In Living Color episode?
Yeah, I'm 75 jobs. Yo, let me tell you, that's a running joke for me. And you know what? Everybody says, man, do you really fit the stereotype? And I'm like, yes, I do. And I'm going to always do it,
Yeah.
you know? And I always had this love for fitness as a chubby kid coming from
Yeah.
Jamaica. When I first came to this country, I got made fun of because of my accent, the way I looked, the way I dressed. I got made fun of. And I was like, wait a minute, why am I going through this with the same people that have the same exact skin tone as me? I had no idea as a little kid. It baffled me.
Yeah.
But as a chubby young man, I got my butt whooped, beat up, and that got me into fitness. That really got me to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to go through that again. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to step my game up. And that got me into training my body, training my mind, training my spirit. And from that point on, I started teaching people in the community, teaching people in church, teaching people in the barbershops. And it was completely amazing, man. So years later, it led me to opening a fitness studio underneath the barbershop in the Bronx. And then later on, maybe around like 2008, I opened up my own gym, a public gym called Six Elements of Fitness in the Bronx as well. Yeah. And then during that time, Mike, I was the trainer for Dr. Oz, maybe about 2 years before that.
Right. All right. Wow. And that's got to be an incredible experience too, because that's really led and opened a lot of doors for you in what you're trying to do and kind of given you that platform to expand even further and have a bigger reach.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A platform to me, it's like a podium, right? And you have to know exactly what you're going to say, what you're going to do. You have to know how you're going to approach it. Right. So I approached it with a lot of finesse, a lot of charisma, a lot of care, because like a person like Dr. Oz, when I started training him, he wasn't the big Dr. Oz. He was Oprah Winfrey's heart surgeon,
Yeah, right.
And I can't forget Lisa Oz, because I originally started training her first, and then I transferred into training Dr. Oz.
Wow.
But when I said about the care I was very careful how I use his name, where I use his name.
Exactly.
I didn't, and at the same time, being that I was affiliated to Dr. Oz, I had to be very mindful as to what I did in my life, because that will also reflect back on him. You see, so that podium really carries a lot of weight, right?
It sure does. Yeah. Yeah. Make or break you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that actually led you to writing your book too. So No Excuses Fitness.
Absolutely. What led me to write my book was it goes back to my gym. And I would walk in that gym and imagine the South Bronx where poverty is high and, obesity is out of control and all these different things. And we have gangs and all that. Well, my gym was the hub where we had Bloods and Crips and police officers, politicians. We had mothers. We had teachers. We had everybody you could think about, even aliens that came inside the gym. And everybody got together, And there were moments where I started noticing like excuses happening, man.
Yeah.
And I realized, Mike, that I couldn't stand excuses.
I saw that you get on in your profile too. I can't stand excuses.
Can't stand excuses. The only excuse that I accept is if you're dead. Other than that, other than that, everything else is an excuse, right?
Right.
So I come in the gym one day and this lady, she gets on the scale and she's, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, right? And I'm like, what happened? What happened? I thought something bad happened. She's like, I'm not losing any weight on this scale. Now, keep in mind, this lady done took off so many inches. Mike, you're not, we spoke about your journey, right?
Exactly.
And she was, in her mind, still a big woman.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
what? You done took off so many inches. Your clothing ain't fitting you. Man, I took that hammer. I had a sledgehammer. I was like, no excuses. I
Come
started
on.
breaking up. Man, I started breaking up the scale.
You're not, you
And,
come on.
man, I broke the scale up in front of her. I said, listen to me. The scale no longer exists. Get rid of the scale. The scale is a devil, right?
You are too much, man.
Yeah, man. So I come in the gym.
Yeah.
Mike, imagine this, right? I was
Yeah.
215 pounds. I had long locks at the time.
Come on.
Dreadlocks. And I come in the gym and say, yo, I don't want to hear nothing more about no more scales. The scale is burnt. Right
Good.
now, no excuses, guys.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I need to start writing a book. And I started writing my book. 2009. 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really around 2012.
Yeah.
I moved to Connecticut up in Fairfield.
That's right.
Connected with Richard Murphy.
Up in my hood, right?
There you go, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we connected. Guess what? We started finishing up the book. Ghostwrite, he came my co-author for the book.
Oh, okay.
And
all right.
we finished up the story, interviewed the right people, and that's what got the book going. That's
right.
what really started from.
It's hard writing a book, isn't it? It is. It's a lot of work unless you got the right people in your corner. I know because I'm working on mine, so it's tough. But I'm proud of you, man. It's a very good. I like the whole idea that no excuses because you're right. I talk to so many people and they tell me so many reasons why they can't start, why they can't do things, and I say to them, why don't we start looking at all the reasons you can make excuses to get healthy, make excuses to go outside and take a walk. You know, but it's hard to get that flip, isn't it? For people, that switch.
It's definitely difficult. You know, the thing about this, right? It's personal training is something that I did many years ago, but I stopped using that term personal training. I became a personal coach, right?
Yep.
And I'm not even talking about the business aspect. I'm talking about during the time when I was really deep into fitness.
Yeah.
And I started being a personal coach.
Right.
Because it took more than just, hey, let's go work out. There's a mental shift.
That's psychology, yeah.
Right. And like when I look at your journey and look at what you did, how you went from being obese to being so healthy and looking so vibrant. Right. There are people right now who they're walking around, but they're slim, but they're also obese in their mind, right?
Exactly.
So it's tapping into that mental forefront, getting to that prefrontal cortex, and getting them to understand that changes will not happen until you begin to shift your mind.
Yeah.
And forget about the fast results. I mean, this applies not only in fitness, but it applies in business. Right. It applies in marriages, parenthood, right? Processes has to happen first. You have to know the process before you start taking action.
Yep.
You have to know what's going to be point A and it's going to get you to point B and going to get you to point C. What's going to be the steps? And we have to also remember the what ifs and how come and suppose, right? Because we don't plan for the bad things to occur.
That's right.
Right?
It's not a straight line. I mean, there's going to be all these ups and downs, and you're right. I mean, you got to be prepared to get back up every time these things come your way.
Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. I agree 100%.
It's interesting that you say that too, because I think when people try to approach it, they really think it's just, that you flip the switch, you go and you just do it. And it's that change we're resistant to change. People don't like the change. Oh yeah, tap it. Yeah.
You tapping on it, brother.
Yeah. People
are afraid of change because normalities become something that it becomes the ordinary life for them. Yeah. It's comfort. Right.
Complacency.
It's comfortable complacency. Right.
Yeah.
It's but once again, it goes through that breakthrough and they say you have to find your purpose in life. I don't believe in finding your purpose in life.
Oh, really?
I believe that your purpose is not lost. You have to just take your time and the purpose is going to find you. The purpose is looking already. It's already seeking through the universe. Yeah. So when we look at the superficial flesh, we look at the bones, we look at the muscular, we look at the nervous system, we look at what we consider to be beauty according to society's definition.
Right.
We get lost in that, right? And then when we look at what it takes to become beautiful or what it takes to become rich or what it takes to have a nice car or what it takes to get the girl of our dreams or the man of our dreams, whatever it is, society creates that mindset. So therefore we begin to lose our vision. We begin to lose the drive. So what I like to do is I like to tell people to close your eyes visualize what you want to look like.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Visualize it.
I just did a speech called Dream It to Change It in my Toastmasters group. I think we're going down the same path here, brother.
Let's go, baby. I'm gonna have you bring me there. Let's go.
It's that same thing. You got to visualize it, man. You got to kind of think about where it is you want to go, because you can't take that path unless you got an envisionment of what you're going to be. For myself, I mean, I spent my whole adult life as an obese man. Now, as hard as it was, I had to think about and stop identifying with Big Mike. And I had to say, okay, if I'm going to become a thinner, healthier Mike, I have to have a vision of what that is. Oh, look at you smile, right?
Yeah. You're on the money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, my journey is all about visualization.
Yeah.
If I can't see it, then I don't want to be it, right?
Yeah. Right.
So whether it may be to become a millionaire, to make my first $1 million, or to get my kids to feel better about their dad, or to enjoy going to soccer, or to get my wife to love me more, or to get myself to love me more, or to be able to bench press to be 15, whatever the goals are, if I can't see it, then I don't want to be it.
Yeah.
And it has to be meaningful enough to me for me to really make it happen.
That's a great point. Absolutely. Yeah. Because if you can't relate, you're right.
It destroys the purpose. The question that comes up is why, right?
Find your why.
Yeah. And the why has to be big.
I tell you, it gets scary, doesn't it, though? But I think there's a leap of faith that people need to take in order to believe in that why, and then to know that they can get there.
I agree. I like fear. I enjoy it. Yeah. I like to do things that makes me scared. I moved my whole family across from Connecticut.
I know,
all
man.
the way to California. I don't have family out here. I don't have friends out here. Yeah. That's fearful. I mean, we packed up a truck. Listen to this. We packed up a truck, right? A big truck. Inside the truck, I had my motorcycle. Then I had my mother's stuff, and then my wife's stuff, my stuff. On the back of the truck, I had another van that was being pulled by the truck. Yep. And my wife had to drive my truck, and my mother and my brother-in-law had to drive the car to go all the way across country to California. We get to an apartment that we got that we didn't even know what the apartment looked like, because when we came to California to rent the place, we got turned down by so many people, and we got this on a prayer, right? Fear definitely kicked in. Yeah. But I drive my life in fear. If I don't feel fear about something, then it's not worth my time.
But you had a faith too. And I think that was the other thing, is you had a vision of what you wanted to do, and you believed in it, and you knew where you were heading. And that faith, whether it's higher power, and I know how you feel, but that belief in yourself and a belief in where that purpose that you said is already there.
Agreed. Bob Marley said it best, man. I'm going to get a little spiritual.
I love it.
Bob Marley said it best. Bob Marley said, listen to me. He said, when you're praying to the devil, he said, when you're worried and you feel concerned, you're praying to the devil.
I never heard of this.
Yes, because if you have faith, whatever your faith may be,
right.
Whether it's Buddha, Jesus Christ,
right,
whatever, right? If you have confidence and the belief in the Creator, the belief that there's a higher power, then why would you worry in life? Why would you not be able to surrender to that power and believe that things are going to be fine?
You're being taken care of, right?
Yeah.
You're giving your problems over.
Yeah. Yeah. And I live my life in that same exact mindset.
I can see that. I mean, I follow you and I watch, man. I'm impressed. I mean, it's wonderful. And it's wonderful to see the growth. And I'm excited because, I mean, you've been the growth, the way you describe it, this young little chubby boy coming from Jamaica and just building this whole life to where the things you've done, it's got, you must, when you take a step back, it must seem a little surreal at somewhat, unless maybe you always knew. I don't know. I mean,
that's a good question. I like that. I like that statement you made, like when I take a step back.
Yeah.
And I take a step back every single day.
Do you? Yeah.
Every single day I will look back. I go, wow, look at where I've come.
Yeah.
From being this young man, leaving Jamaica to come to America. And I remind myself every single time of the ups and downs, the struggles that my mom went through, that my dad went through. My mother literally died on a surgery table. She's alive now, but she died flatlined. And God was like, you know what? I'm not ready for you yet. Your son has a lot to prove. So guess what? You can take your butt back out there. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at that, I have 3 kids. I have a 21-year-old son, an 8-year-old son, a 5-year-old daughter. I have 2 15-year-old turtles, man. Come on, Mike. So guess what, brother? I look back and I see myself. I dropped out of college. I went to BMCC college. I realized that college was not for me. I was taking up business administration. It wasn't my thing. I became a barber, a licensed barber. And years later, I'm listening to people saying, yo, D, you doing so much. You don't know what, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, shut up, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything I'm doing is going to have a purpose. And here I am years later. I'm coaching some of the wealthiest people in the world. Exactly. Some of the famous people in the world. I'm going to people, and all day I'm enjoying these people. My circle has grown in such a huge way, and not just money. I'm talking about good spirited, good
making
hearted.
a difference.
Yes,
making a huge impact. That's right. I mean, the money is good, but it's really about the difference you're making in the world.
Brother, I'm giving you a hug just because you know,
brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's really what it's all about. I mean, trust me. I mean, I look at my job and I'm happy. I make good money what I'm doing. I work in insurance. I'm in Hartford, you know, the insurance capital.
Yeah.
But this here that I'm doing, talking to folks like you, collaborating and getting people inspired to take charge of their lives like you're doing too, it's so fulfilling. I mean, you're making a difference. You know how many people are suffering, you know, and if you know that you have something that you can give to them, that it's just a blessing. That's really what matters in life, right? I mean, the crap we accumulate, okay, right? I mean, you can't take it with you.
No.
But this stuff, I mean, and I look, I mean, okay, so you've worked with Dr. Oz, you've worked with Billy Blanks, you've worked with some just amazing people. You still working with Billy, by the way?
Absolutely. That's my big brother, man.
I know. I see pictures of you with him. Oh.
That's my boy, man. Me and Billy is like has become like, he's a martial artist. I'm a martial artist. Right?
I know. So yeah.
We go through so much together. I love that guy.
So you did jiu-jitsu, right? You're a black belt.
Yeah, I'm a jiu-jitsu, V-jitsu, Krav Maga, kickboxing, Muay Thai, regular boxing. I've done so many different stuff. Street tactics.
You ain't no guy to mess with, man.
I ain't no guy. You know what? I'm the nicest guy in the world.
I know you are.
You know what, Mike? I'm gonna tell you.
But you got my back. That's all I'm caring about.
Yo, Mike, I got your back, baby. Yo, Mike, if there's one thing I have, is your back.
When I make it big, I'm hiring you as my bodyguard.
you already big, baby. You already big. I want an autograph.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, everything is a learning experience for me.
Yeah.
And in the martial arts, I remember when I first met this one guy, his name was Davon, and he invited me to his system, to his school. It was a form of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but he had his own twist. So he called it D-jitsu. And there's this little skinny guy, and I mean this little skinny kid, Kiwan, whatever his name was, right? Yeah. Very quiet. And Davon was like, hey, you're going to spar with him. I'm like, perfect, because I'm going to beat his butt. This little skinny guy, man.
Yeah.
Mike, this guy grabbed me, took me over his shoulders, flipped me above the head. I'm going down to the ground. Man, he locked my arm into place. I'm like, okay, what do I do to stop the pain? He's like, tap, 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 tap. I tapped out. From that point on, I never want to fight anybody. Because no matter how many years of experience you have, it's the little guy that will bust your butt, right? So even through that, you learn that my favorite thing in martial arts was you learning how to break things down to build it back up, right? But before you break it down, you have to heal first. You have to learn how to heal from within to become a true martial artist. You know, see, it's not just about beating people's butts. It's about learning how to not beat people's butt, how to use this, how to use your mind, how to use your spirit, how to avoid confrontations, and how to apply friendliness towards your opponent, not being aggressive.
There's a lot of psychology behind it. I was actually listening to Joe Rogan interview Dr. Phil not too long ago, and they actually talked about the psychology of fighting. And it's amazing. You know, that guy had a little, you thought you had it.
Yeah.
And that's where he got you.
Yeah. I mean, think about how that applies in life, though. How many times we think we got something, we get cocky, and we end up we don't got it.
He handed it to you, buddy.
You know, like, hold that, baby. Like, you know, and it was a great experience because it made me aware of feeling like I got my butt whipped. And I realized that I actually liked it though. Because because most people will go and go back into their skin.
Yeah.
What it did for me, it made me want to learn exactly how did he do that.
That's true. Yeah.
You see, so I look at life very different. Failure for me is always a successful thing. When people say when I fail at things, for me, you're never going to see me sweat. You're not going to see me sweat. I'm going to be like, well, that didn't work. But I learned this. So next time I go there, I'm going to be able to do it better. Right. So that's the key factor.
Yeah. That's a great way to handle it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right. A lot of people walk away with their tail between their legs.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. You've got a wide range of experience too, and we touched on a bunch of stuff. And you mentioned something about, I know at one point you've got a Institute in Integrative Nutrition background too.
Yeah.
And you do talk a little bit about diet and health and those type of things. Is that something you're still doing a bit with? Obviously, with some of the coaches,
yes,
coaching you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nutrition is everything. Right now, for the next 6 months, I am on a completely eating crappy, eating nonsense, eating non-vegan. I'm doing all of that because I want to see what my body feels like.
Are you kidding me? You went off vegan?
I went off vegan, and I'm doing it for 6 months. As hard as it is for me, I'm going all the way to June, which is my birthday month.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying the journey because I'm really checking in on spirit, right?
Yeah.
I'm checking in to see what my body feels like. So I don't follow the protocols like everybody else. I don't point fingers. Oh, you're vegan and you're not vegan.
Well, these labels are crazy too.
It's all psychotic. It's all crazy. But I learned how to listen to my spirit. But integrative nutrition was a really good experience for me because when I went there and I got my certifications, it was the way I found out. I found out about this to a friend of mine, Medina Byers.
Yep.
And she said, Donovan, you remind me so much of such and such, Josh Rosenthal.
Yeah, the founder.
Right?
Yeah.
So I go to the school. I enrolled in the school, paid a couple of grand for the school.
Yeah,
what I loved about it was you go in school feeling confused about nutrition, but then you leave the school feeling more confused.
Let me tell you, brother, I'm reading a couple books right now too on nutrition. One called The Truth About Food by Dr. Katz, and another one called Food Sanity, Dr. Friedman. And I'm feeling the same way. I'm like, okay, what isn't going to kill me?
Yeah. Seriously, right? Because it boils down to choices.
Yeah.
And it's I've seen people argue about food choices. There was a professor he owned a cattle farm, and then he ended up becoming a complete vegan.
I think I heard about this one.
Yeah, and then you had this guy who was a complete vegan, and he started rebelling against veganism and started eating cow and all that stuff. So total opposite. Then you have people who are talking about the Mediterranean diet, and you have the next one speaking about Ayurveda, and you got the next one speaking about, and each one of them have great arguments as to why it makes sense.
Have you heard of the carnivore diet?
No.
So Joe Rogan's podcast is like, he's the Walter Cronkite of our time, as they're saying now. And I'm learning all this crazy stuff. So veganism, right? Obviously you just eat plant-based. That's it. No meat, right? No animal products whatsoever. I get it. In fact, I eat vegan during my lunches every day. It's just food.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's this whole other camp, and it's being followed by a couple of scientists who Joe had interviewed, that they just eat meat. And when I say just eat meat, just meat. I know you're processing that for a second.
No,
right?
No.
No vegetables.
I heard of it.
No grains.
I heard of it to a buddy of mine, Kyle. I heard about it.
Yeah, and supposedly it does something to, their autoimmunity issues or whatever else they've got, and it clears it. But what I've understood from listening to certain doctors, the more polarized you are with some of these diets, it can have an effect on your body. It affects all these crazy gut biome and all that stuff. Blows my mind. But to your point, there are so many different paths. You got to find the one that works for you.
Yeah, you really do. And you can't let pressure take you out.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are vegans, and they have rebelled against people who are not vegans, but then they go behind closed doors and eat chicken and fish and turkey and bacon.
Did you hear? There was a girl that just ruined her career of doing that. She was a vegan big star. I don't remember her name. And she got caught down in Mexico eating fish. and everyone was like,
Mike, she was probably doing that for years too.
I know.
But once you put yourself in that corner, then it's hard to come out. I don't put myself in a corner at
well,
all.
It's funny too. I was speaking to another doctor, and he says, "Well, you're kind of eating flexitarian," and I said, "Look, whatever. I do mostly plant-based myself, plant-based
Yeah.
and whole foods.
Yeah.
But I don't like to say I am this. I mean, it's not a religion.
No.
I just eat food, you know.
Yes.
But I try to eat healthy."
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's awesome. No, I'm we don't have to go down the path. I am curious, you know, what led you there? Because what originally led you to becoming vegan? Was the other
my spirit,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I move according to spirit. I listen to spirit very easy.
Yeah.
Anytime I don't listen to my spirit, things don't turn out too well.
But you didn't. I don't think you grew up that way, though.
Oh, no.
You guys.
No. My household was straight up raw Jamaicans, man. We had
Yeah.
curry goat, curry chicken. We had pork, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I have not touched pork in many, many years, and I will not.
Yeah.
Beef, same thing. But what got me to really start becoming vegan, I was vegetarian for a while.
Mm-hmm. Ovo lacto. Yep.
Yeah, and then I went to go have oxtail. Oxtail is the cow's tail.
Oh yeah, no, my wife buys
Man,
it.
I used to love that stuff, man. I'm sitting there one day and I look at my buddy Carl. I'm like, yo, Carl, bro.
Yeah.
I'm eating the tail of a cow, my man.
Exactly.
I said, you know how nasty that is, bro. I'm eating the tail of a cow.
I honestly can't do it. I can't do it.
So that got me to be vegan.
Really?
Literally overnight. I said,
I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, cool.
I'm going non-vegan for 6 months, and after the 6 months, I'm going right back.
You are gonna, okay.
But because I promised myself that I'm gonna go 6 months straight.
Yeah.
I struggle with it, but 6 months, I committed to it. Nothing is stopping me.
No, you didn't get sick from when you initially started going back?
No.
Okay. You're like an Iron Man.
I don't get sick. You know why I don't get sick? Because I put my mind to it.
Okay.
I get my mind prepped and ready. Like, all right, buddy, you're about to have some chicken. You're about to have some fish. That's pretty much it, dog. No shrimps, none of that. But, you know, and I eat. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is good. Oh, yeah. Nuts.
Because supposedly your gut biome changes after a while from...
Not this guy.
Oh, gosh.
Not this guy. I don't know, man. My gut biome has been like perfect. I've been good. I have not been getting sick. I haven't done any nausea.
No
diarrhea.
Yep.
I've had no digestive issues.
I probably just because you're overall fit in general.
I guess mentally fit because the body itself is kind of separate. So the mind has to reconnect the body.
Yep. And that's actually a good point. That whole mind-body connection.
Yeah.
I don't think if you're ill up here, it certainly can affect the rest of your body.
It will kill the rest of your body. You'll be done. It's a wrap.
Man, you are on fire. It is 10 o'clock out here, and I'm like, I don't know how you have the energy. You just worked the whole day.
The whole day, bro. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. this morning, man.
Oh, mackerel.
Running and all over the place, driving all over the place, you know. But here's the deal. I'm going to tell you. What I do in the fitness world is I've now transferred that into the business aspect.
Right. And that's, good.
So along with the business and the nutrition and all the years of my experiences and all the yeses I've received and the no's and the do's and the don'ts and all the career changes in the people's lives that I've enhanced, I've acquired a very special set of skills, Liam Neeson style, if you ever saw Taken.
Yes, I will find you.
Very said, I will find you. So what I started doing was coaching trainers, dietitians, chiropractors, health coaches, anybody in the business of health and wellness, and even outside of that, on how to literally create their programs, how to grow their brand without losing their integrity, how to let things expand, and how to serve their audience better and much more clearer. Yeah. And the same applications I apply in the fitness aspect when I'm training clients, I apply the same exact thing in my Dominate Your Business platform.
Yep. It's like a train the trainer kind of.
Yeah. Because let's face it, I mean, in the health world, I mean, you're in the health space, right?
Yep.
When you look at trainers and chiropractors, a lot of these guys are really good at their craft. They know so much about their craft. Specialized, right? But they don't know anything about their business. They don't know how to really generate wealth through their business. They don't know how to promote their business.
Oh, no.
They don't know how to retain their audience. They don't know how to keep their clients adherent to their programs.
Right.
They don't even know how to create the right programs for specific clients. And it's sad to see YouTube becoming the go-to university now for trainers. Hey, I found a new workout. I'm going to try it on my client. I go to the gym and I see clients that have knee problems and scoliosis and all these different issues going on in their bodies. The trainer have them stepping on high steps and all that stuff, and you could clearly see that his clients should not do that. But I enhance a client's, these guys' mindset so they could understand, like, look, you have a business, but your business needs to be productive enough so you can start to create the wealth that you want to create financially.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're serving your audience. You're serving your clients with finesse, you know?
That's interesting. And you're right, because I think even for myself, I wonder about, there's a set of skills that I have, like I do public speaking, I do other things and motivating people, but the whole business aspect, because I just launched my official little LLC this year, and it's, yeah, brother. Hey, I tell you what, you were one of the people that encouraged me too, and I appreciate that. I have a couple people behind me that really believed in me, and it changes your whole mindset. But there were things I just wasn't prepared for. And some of that, like you're saying, we're going to have to talk probably after too.
Yeah.
But that whole aspect of the social media, all the things that really, that's not my background. You know, I'm not skilled in even podcasts. I went out, I have a bunch of friends in the music industry, you know, and so they're telling me, oh, get this microphone and get this. And I'm like, all right, that's, but you know, I think that's great that you have a package here that you can kind of say, all right, depending on the type of health field that you're in, these are the types of things you'll need to kind of work with folks in this modern world where, you know, YouTube and everything else is dominating, and how many followers you have makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference once you understand that the numbers matters and they don't matter at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
I get what you're saying. I mean,
you know, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, quality has to be there too. You can have a bunch of followers because you got a nice rear end, but it doesn't mean I see those all the time, right?
I see nailed it.
I mean, I'm not picking on the little Instagram girls, but I'll see them with, you know, hundreds.
I'm picking on them. I'm gonna pick on them.
I see them and I'm like, how is it they got that? And you know, I struggle to get, you know,
like 2 more followers, right?
Right.
You're not showing the booty, Mike, because you got to show the booty.
Hey, listen, I'll do what I got to do.
For real. I'm like, hey, left nipple, right nipple. Hey, guys, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But social media is a really good place to grow your brand. It's a great place to prepare your ads and to really promote through your audience. And knowing your audience, knowing where your audience resides. Instagram might not have a specific audience depending on who you're trying to reach out to. Instagram doesn't have a whole ton of, like, a person who's reaching out to the obese world. You're not going to find that much on Instagram. You find a lot of that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram, if you're promoting a program that's a boot camp, where, you know, you're teaching people how to shoot weapons and stuff like that, Instagram is where you go. You know, it's just knowing your audience and taking that package of all the stuff that I've learned from how to create a podcast, how to create your YouTube channels, how to promote your programs, how to run ads, how to get clarity in your business, how to create videos, how to edit your videos, how to get great audio, whether you're doing video or podcasting, how to save money while you're doing this, how to do it all on a budget, right?
Yeah.
It's those little details. And then I have a good friend of mine, Daniel Sosa. His program is called Burn the Boats Marketing. I've taken him and I've coached him for months and top of months and watched him help my buddy NDO Champ to really grow his brand. So now I'm also semi-partnered with Daniel Sosa so we can get together and coach people as well. So it's good to see the knowledge that I'm preparing and putting out into the world is going over into somebody else. So whenever I leave out of here, I want to leave a lot of mini Donovans running all over the place. Look at these Donovan.
You bring up a good point too, and I'm noticing that's helping me in my business is collaboration. You know, collaborating. You know, it's funny. Somebody initially asked me, "Well, who's your competitors?" When I was setting up my business, and I said, "Well, I don't know. I really see people as like we're doing, like, you know, we do, or any other folks where you look at something and say, you know, let's look at a way we can work together and try to help cross-pollinate, cross-promote, because in this day and age, there's everybody specializing, but there's always ways that we can work together and try. Like, again, this is a great example where you and I have the same goal. We want to help people get healthy. At the end of the day, whether you're training coaches to do that, at the end of the day, you want to see people. And that's why with this synergy, we can take that and use it to try to different stories, right? But at the same time, a goal that we can use the different strengths that we have to strengthen each other.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, I must be real with you. I'll prefer for you to be my competition than my friend.
Really? So help me understand.
I'm going to help you out. So like for me, competition drives me.
I gotcha.
So when I'm in the gym and I'm training and I have a friend that's working out with me, if that friend is the same exact level as me, or that friend is like way below me, I don't get any drive. I don't get any push.
I gotcha.
But when I get that friend, and we both bench pressing 225, 15 to 20 reps, and this darn guy going bench pressing 25 times, now he's my competition. Now
I gotta get one. Better. Yeah.
You know, so we need competition, and I feel like a lot of people tend to say, you know, there's no competition. You know what? Competition is what drives the world, is what really pushes us to be better. It does not mean that we can't work together.
Right.
We'll work together for the similar cause, right? But once again, I'm not knocking what you're saying, but I'm saying for my lifestyle, the competition is the key. Like, I would find people that's doing similar things to me, like what I'm doing. And I would literally, in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me see how many followers this person has. Okay, you got like 2 more followers. Okay, how about I give her 2 more followers? You know, I'll get on the phone with them. How are things going? How's the money going? What's your program? We compete with each other like, yeah, I just got me like another $5,000 program. Me too, bro. I got like 2 more, right? It's fun, but it keeps
it's like a friendly competition though. It's more okay. So all right, it's not like, you know, you're trying to like, I mean, you want to steal some of his people, but at the same time, you know,
it's
all
steal his people. Oh, heck no.
No shame in your game.
It's called business. It's called business.
No hard feelings.
It's no hard feelings. Like, bro, I will give you $1. I'll give you $1. But no hard feelings.
All right. Well, you're giving me a different perspective. It certainly is something to think about.
It's business. You know, you know what I think business, people forget, like, you could have, there's nobody in the world that could badmouth me when it comes to business. You're never going to find somebody that says, yo, D is shiesty.
No. But that's different. I get that.
But they're going to tell you that, yo, Donovan is the type of dude that you better watch him, because he will teach you a lesson without you even knowing you're being taught.
Yeah, but you're also upfront about it too. You know what I mean? You're not like you said, a shyster or sneaky about it and trying to use, you know, tactics. It's fair game, open market out here. That's it. It's like, look, I've had my friends. We go in a boxing ring. We're going to fight. I don't care if you're my friend or not. I'm going to punch you because I know you're trying to punch me too. Right? So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we're going to hug with the blood coming out of the nostrils. But we still friends. But at the end of the day, my job is not to get knocked down. My job is to knock you down. So if I become, let's just translate that to business. So me and my buddy, we're in competition, right? We're competing. So Daniel Sosa that I mentioned, he is my competition. Okay. Why? I'm teaching him how to do the exact same thing that I do. I got you. Right? As he gets better and better and better, he's going to start to pull himself away and start to do his thing, right? His burn the boats marketing. Now you got dominate your business. I'm going to have to dominate Daniel Sosa. Right? Because now he's better watch out, Daniel. He's out for you. And you know he's right here too. This is Daniel right here. So, but it's still all love, right? Because let's say my company becomes, I'm making $1 million a month. Guess what? Danny's never going to get left out because we'll make sure that I pass the love his way too. You know, it's just the balance, man. It's the balance. It's a good thing to consider. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, in this world, you've got to, especially nowadays with as much as there is, the playing field's been leveled a little bit too. So you got to you got to shine a little more than that guy next to you. Yeah, baby. For real, man. Yup. Dr. Oz and I are, for example, we're both Geminis, right? Both 6'2", and we're both very passionate in what we do. Yeah. And I personally don't want Dr. Oz talking about fitness. That's not his thing. Like, bro, you're a cardiologist. Talk about that. Right. When you want to talk about fitness, you call me to come on the show. You see what I'm saying? So now you're coming in my space. You're trying to be that professional. No, I'm your trainer. You call me. You see what I'm saying? So I make fun competitions from everybody. Everybody, you know, even my kids I compete with all the time. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I see the pictures of it. They're adorable too. So you've got an 8-year-old? Yeah, I have a 5-year-old. I have a 21-year-old, 8, and a 5. Wow. Hands full. Yeah. Yeah, but they're your world. I can see that too. I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, man. They keep me young, man. They keep me young. And you're teaching them competition and you're teaching them good things too. And that's the other thing. You know, they've got a father that's into fitness, into good, positive energy, helping the world. And, you know, who knows? You might have some competition you're raising right now. That's right. I'm hoping they can grow up to become my competition because it gives me something to live for, right? It gives me that drive and that energy. I mean, listen, man, I could have easily become a gang member. I could have easily sold drugs and all this stuff, but I was competing with the most competitive person in the world, bro. Myself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I set the bars
Yeah.
for myself. I get up at 3:30, 3:40 in the morning, a.m. in the morning, and I'm up, and I get so much done that
Yeah.
everybody else is trying to get done later.
That early bird.
I'm telling you, baby, you catch the worm, you get
Yeah.
you get everything, you know? So I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're thriving. And I think that's an important thing that we want to see people do. You know, I was talking to somebody recently, a close person that I know who's at a certain point in their life where they're starting to think about those things. And I said, dude, you're just existing right now. And where we want to get them to that point is, you know, I want you to be alive. And alive doesn't mean your heart beating. Alive means you're out living, you're thriving, you're enjoying life, you're competing. And I know I wrote a piece called Back from the Dead, because my heart was beating, but I was dead. And when my father died, I made a decision that, you know what, I need to be alive. I need to live. And that's when I decided to lose my weight and create this whole empire before you.
That's right.
You know? Yeah.
I love it. I love that empire. Congrats on that too, by the way.
Thank you. No, it's you know, big inspirations, you know, all around me, and I appreciate all the, you know, the encouragement that's been given. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You know, we're gonna promote and help to push you as much as possible, because you're one of the few people that's doing things genuinely, doing it from your heart. I mean, I love watching you take those walks in the woods.
Hike with Mike, huh?
You know what I mean?
I caught you watching. I was like, oh, Donovan's checking it out.
Yeah, baby. I'm checking, man. I'm like a ninja. I'm checking my competition, baby.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you know.
All jokes aside, though.
Yeah.
You're not competition. All jokes aside, I'm very proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you.
Proud of you too. I really, and I'm proud to call you a friend, and I appreciate, you know, we don't get to chat as much as we probably should, but I know we're both busy, but I appreciate that we can get, you know, and connect, and we got to get together one of these days too when you get up this way. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I think I'm coming out to the East Coast. I'm flying out next month, but I'm going for only 2 days.
Yep.
But I'm setting some stuff up in Connecticut. I'm going to do a tour at a gym.
Oh, okay.
A weekend retreat. So we're planning that. Hopefully it comes out the way we want it. And I'll let you know. It's going to be New Canaan.
Yep. Okay, not far. So perfect. We're tiny, so you know how it is. Everything's not far over here.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So cool. Well, this is really awesome, Donovan. I think, you know, you've got a lot of awesome things going on. I was really excited that we could get a chance to chat about this stuff. Is there what if you have some advice and some things you want to plug? Let's get them out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me plug a few things. Let me go to the fitness aspect first.
Yep.
So fitness to me is about performance. It has nothing to do with looks. So when you're out there and you're training and you have these goals that's set, you need to make sure that you're setting some very realistic goals, and you're thinking about the long term of your health. You're thinking about the things that you're doing right now. How is that going to impact your joints? How's it going to impact your muscles? How's it going to impact your health in general? Yeah. The second thing is about your nutrition. Whatever you put in your body will become that. If you feed yourself a lot of crap, then you're going to be a lot of crap, and you're going to be in the toilet letting out a lot of crap. Now, when you eat a lot more greens and your vegetables, and you have your cleaner meats, and you drink your water, and you have all the healthy stuff that you need to have in your supplements, your body's going to begin to thank you, because now you bring your body back as close to nature as possible. So try to avoid as much processed crap. Like I said earlier, I've been doing a lot of crap because I want to see how my body feels, how it looks, all that, right? And the next thing is about your business. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you have a business, or if you are successful or looking for ways to grow, always remember that your business starts with you first. It does not start with the money. Right. It doesn't start with your audience. It starts with you. So you have to look to see what inside of you need to fix, what you need to adjust, what you need to improve, what you need to increase, and then your business will flourish. And that's my outgoing. If anybody want to find me, they can find me at Donovan. They can email me at donovan@dominateyourbusiness.com, or they can log on to dominateyourbusiness.com. They could also find me at Instagram at dominateyourbusiness1.com, and they can go on YouTube, no the .com and Instagram, but YouTube, Dominate Your Business. So all across the board, that's how they'll find me.
They will find you. They will track you down.
With a smile.
Exactly.
With the smile. What's up, everybody?
I love it, Donovan. This is so awesome. I tell you, it's a real blessing. I'm glad we had this chance. Stick around after we cut off here, but I think this has been a great chat. I think I've really enjoyed it, and I hope our folks are going to enjoy this too.
Yeah, they better love it because I come after them.
Yeah, he means it.
Evil laugh.
All right, brother. Hang on one second. We'll stay back around.